Guy Gaming here, and welcome back to Sprocket. Actually, this is the first time we've played this. But anyway, this is a tank building game where you build tanks. And I've built... Please just load up the F-24 or F5. Load that one. So this game, you build tanks, and today I'd like to show you the F5, which is a tank with an oscillating turret that I've built. Pretty impressive. Basically, the way I tested it was I would just go drive the thing. You'll notice that the road wheels, there's a space between the third and the fourth one. And by oscillating turret, obviously, the entire body of the turret moves. Something out of, like, sci-fi, but some prototype tanks have tried this in the real world. What this looks like as far as armor goes, because that's the most interesting thing. It's basically, since this is technically World War II, the highest armor, blah blah blah, 200,000 millimeters. A lot, meters would be a lot more. But look at this. So from every angle of the front, it's more than the amount of penetration, like the effective, like you get what I mean, like the amount of penetration of a round is about 200 for the maximum round in this game. F3 was the first tank, and this one, if we check on the armor of this, look at this. You got 500 millimeters. It's pretty much the same thing, okay? Almost 700. Like, this one's a little better even, because on the turret, that's the only part that's where it gets weak. Because on the turret, you have a 200 millimeter thick front section, which the main gun of both of these is enough to penetrate 200 millimeters of armor. So the rear is also pretty weak on this vehicle. Like, you could easily get that, but obviously at an angle, you increase the amount of, like, look at this. It's only 90 millimeters thick from the top. You get a nice angle on it though, and it starts to go up and up and up. The bottom is also a pretty weak spot, but this one has extra armor on the bottom and the front, since you can ricochet shells up, and this one maxed out on all of that. The difference, obviously, is that this is a 63.48 ton tank. It's a lot faster than the F5, which is 111 tons. And I feel like I could fix that if I build another tank today, which I don't know if I'm gonna, but I just wanted to show this thing off because it's so neat. Look at it go. Kind of reminds me of a Bradley with the space between the front and the back. And there's one of the deficiencies, is that it easily doesn't have enough height to pass over some of these things, so. But it does that pretty well, does the trench pretty well. Can do nice turns. And it can probably do that, and it's decently fast. It's not like it's going 14 kilometers an hour here. This is no World War I tank. It's pretty good. There is an issue with the turret. It's that it has 6 meters of internal space that you can't really use on it, and obviously that's the issue. It makes the turret huge. But I believe if we look at the firepower as well, I believe the cannon is recessed into the hull. It has a penetration of 250 millimeters using a 76 millimeter round with a 1,200 millimeter propellant. So that's a lot to take in, but basically I'm saying really long propellant. You can even see the ammo storage. Look how long that is. It's right in the center of the turret too, and this never gets hit. This will never explode because this front piece is slanted, and it was a weak point at one point when it was a little more outwards, but I'll go ahead and demonstrate this thing for you all now. The advantage of this is that it also has the radio operator as well, which is important, since if we have that RO, we are able to do this with, or press T to communicate with our team and stuff like that. Of course, obviously, I have no team in this one. Hey, we actually have we have a view of them now. I'm gonna be a little smart with this and just kind of sneak down the hill and stay in the low portion of the hill, so that way they can't engage me as well, because that will save us a little bit. The only thing that's going to be a real hindrance is if they hit that track, because if they take the track, problem there. Oh, okay, let's just face Turn and face. We got some F2s. F2s up front. Oh, we just lost track. Okay. It's gonna make it hard to aim, but should be able to take out an F2, no problem. Especially from the side. The F2 is like my original tank. I can just sit here and take all of it all day. All day long. Oh, crap. What am I? Yeah, I'm getting side. They're hitting the side. They're hitting the side. He just committed fratricide right there. That one's not gonna be a problem. Oh yeah, we're extinguish the fire, dude. I shouldn't have taken them at an angle. But look how much we're getting hammered by them. They're doing 0 damage. 183 hits to take it out. But which one got the killing blow is the question. Which one got it to catch on fire? That's the killing blow for this thing. So, anyway, this is 1v12, by the way, technically. And I'm going against robots, so I mean. But they're still very dangerous because they are dangerous. It's not like there's a difference between me versus a robot. I can just think a little better, a little more creatively. It's the only difference. Oh, I can see them already. Yeah, they're already engaging. Getting close is the difficult part on this map because there's so much high ground and so much stuff I have to maneuver through to get to them without losing track. Am I being engaged from the side? Because that's when they do the most damage, is from the side. Okay, I can see them all from here. Okay, that one's gonna be... That's the tank destroyer, isn't it? Or the tank destroyer type thing. The S-tank. I should just be able to drive through them. Oh my gosh. That just took out our tracks. We just lost track. Oh my gosh. See, now that's the issue, is that once you lose track in this thing, you're pretty much stuck in place. Target out there. So if I just start shooting that direction, it would be a good idea. This is a problem with this train. I'm gonna have to switch them to a file, basically, or not. Or I'm gonna get stuck. I'm gonna get stuck, and then I'm gonna have a problem. We just drove off a cliff. What is this? How do I get rid of it? Please don't tell me he just took out the track. He did. He did. Okay, but that's fine. I can still defeat them. Hit him. Hit him. I just gotta hit him. Right there. Am I actually doing anything? Okay, I can now get an idea of where I'm hitting. I want to hit right there. So I hit in the turret ring or something like that. I don't have a good view of like where I need to hit him at, but hitting him in the track is obviously a good spot. Or right there. Nope. I believe if you just shoot him right in the cannon, it'll do a lot of damage. Yeah, right on that cannon right there. If I hit the cannon, I'll penetrate a lot more. Ah, that was so close. It was so close. Dang, that's actually pretty good. Pretty good armor there. But it's not gonna last. It's not gonna last, right? If I hit it right there, I might be able to do some damage to the engine. It's just deflecting everything off. Okay. And I can see off in the distance we got those 20mm guns up shooting at us. Got that one. Okay, hit this one. Got that one. That was not me though. That one was me. Come on, hit this one, hit this one, hit this one. Was not it. I can hit him in the track as well. Oh, I got that one. Nice. What's that way? A couple more of these guys? We just got one more then. That one's not shooting, so that means it's clear. What are you? Are you still alive? How is that? There's one up there, isn't there? Whoa, those guys. Here we go. Hit them. So if you want to hit these ones to take them out, you have to hit them either in the turret base or on the turret face. So, two spots that works pretty good for me is to hit it the turret base or right in the face. Got that one. And then just this one. Nope. That was too high. It's giving me its side, though. If I can get its side, I can take it out really nice. You don't want to see what I can do when I can hit its side. There we go. And then we should just have a couple more here. Okay, look, there's one off in the distance. That one's going to be a really hard target to hit. I can already see by his trajectory what he's shooting, so I think something like that might do the trick. Hold position there so I can get him. That's the great thing with these, that they're pretty much indestructible, so I can just leave one there, and then this one can go do his job. Which is to destroy that tank up there. Really, you don't want to be engaging on the move with these, because the turret doesn't like automatically move the cannon for you to adjust the height, so you kind of have to compensate with that when you're moving. Like, you have to go up and down to aim on the target, just to maintain that point of aim. Especially on these rolling hills here, makes everything a little bit more difficult. Now, you can see that if I shot a little low and I hit the berm, sometimes it will deflect the projectile up under the body of the tank where the armor is the thinnest, which is the best spot to hit these tanks usually. So, either the top or the bottom is where it's going to be thinnest, except on my tanks, where you hit the top and it's pretty much just as thick as the front because of how I engineered it. So the armor is just going to be really thick pretty much all over, and if it's not thick, that means it's probably not a spot that really matters too much to be thick anyway. Like the bottom, you only need the bottom if you're going to be like IEDs or like explosives, but then again, it's not really a common thing that we're going to be dealing with that in this game. So plus it's really hard to... What just happened? Hold on. Where did he hit the vehicle? Look at this beautiful tank right here. This is the second one I made. Looks kind of good though. I'm not gonna lie. Let's take a photo of that. Let's photo. Oh my gosh. Look at all the hits on that armor though. Look at this. You can see I hit it pretty good. This is the killing blow usually to this tank. It's right in here. You hit it there. Pretty much good. But the question is, where did I get hit that destroyed it like immediately? It had to have been an under hull shot, because that just rocked the entire thing, didn't it? The underside looks fine for the most part. I don't think we're gonna find out where it got hit at, but if it got hit in the underside and that caused the damage, it looks like it got hit directly on the top. That might just be normal penetration though. That's normal penetration. Like that's just from us driving up. That's all deflections. That's not actually a penetration. It must have gotten hit here. Oh, is it? No. Wait, the bottom. No, not in the bottom though either. Not even in the bottom. I don't know where it hit that destroyed it. I'll have to look back because that's the only way I'd know. The only other spot it could have hit would be a deflection downwards and then a rebound back up into the hull. So here we have a spot where it could have deflected down. The turret would have been facing forward, and if it hit just correctly into that, which the turret would be kind of, turret's in the back a little bit, so it hit probably down on one of these. Somehow must have deflected back up or deflected downwards into the actual hull, which you can see the penetration right here. Went straight into the hull, killing the vehicle. So the turret, which obviously would have been on top of this, deflected it down into the hull at an angle because it bounced off. That's just a lucky shot. That's not something that normally happens, but it hit here, streaked off, and then bounced right into this angle here at the correct angle to actually penetrate the hull, causing a severe amount of damage. So if you do something like this, maybe it'd be better to have a hull so it's not causing issues like that. But that's enough said. Enough for today.